Yeah, what up, dawg? I am Lamar Strait, and this is Dad Nation Talk. This is the first radio station that specifically talks about fatherhood. So sit back, listen. I'm gonna give you some good viewpoints, my opinions on how you should be a father, and etc., etc., etc. So sit back and listen, man. Okay. Again, I am Lamar Strait, and this is Dad Nation Talk. This is a radio station for fathers, alright? So my thing is basically, I am a father, of one. I have a 4-year-old son, Junior, and I see a lot of fathers out here, and a lot of great fathers, a lot of fathers that could be great, and I see a lot of deadbeats. My thing is, we need to weed out the deadbeats, fix those deadbeats to blossom into fathers, so that we can have more doctors, more lawyers, another president, per se, that was raised in the hood, as they say. So my thing is about this, this talk show, whatnot. This is my first time doing this, so I really ain't into the radio thing or whatever. But that's just a disclaimer, because I'm good at what I do. I talk, I keep the people live. But basically, this thing is basically to inform the world that there are great fathers out here. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is basically, one thing that we're going to talk about today that breaks up a lot of relationships with the father and the mother when they are separated is the child support. This is one of the issues that keeps a lot of men away from their kids. My thing is basically, I was on child support. I was on the temporary child support, and I went back and, basically talked to the mother, and I was telling her, hey, if you want us to have a good relationship, regardless if we're together or not, we need to go downtown, we need to go to the Attorney General office, and we need to go and we need to demolish this whole child support, quote unquote, because I don't need the government telling me something that I've already wanted to do anyway. So basically what the two are doing, the mother and the father, are having this battle, this custody battle for nothing, because back in the day, those 5 or 10 minutes or however long it took you to get it done in the bed was y'all were feeling each other. So for that specific time, you need to go back to that and find something that's going to keep y'all in the loophole on a healthy relationship if y'all are not in a relationship anymore, per se. So my thing is, child support is a big factor, because some men don't deserve to have child support, and some men do deserve it, and for the ones that don't deserve it, it's basically a tough spot, because you're already in the system. So regardless if you are doing a great job, you're going to always have that mind frame like that you're not doing enough because you had somebody else to tell you something that you needed to do. Well, in the beginning, you wanted a child. I think everybody in this world wants to see something grow. A child, they want to see something grow. So basically my thing is, if you want to see something grow, then before you lay with everybody or anybody unprotected, know who you're laying with, So I mean, my thing is, me and his mother, we have a great relationship. Me and my son's mother, we have a great relationship. But the thing is, we had to get rid of that, because that was going to cause a lot of damage, because I do what I can for my child. And the thing is, when you do what you can, you want to do more, because if you love your child, you love him enough to know that he needs more or she needs more than what you're giving them. So you do what you have to do to give them kids what they deserve and what they're growing to live in, and that's life, And a lot of these, the dumbest thing I heard one cat say, and I ain't going to say his name, but the dumbest thing I heard one cat say was, well, since I'm on child support, technically I ain't got to do nothing. Well, the thing is, if you're not raising your child, then who's raising your child? Every child deserves a man in their life, whether it's 4 kids in the house, whether it's 16. They need some type of statue to show them that this is how you're supposed to act. This is what you do. You're supposed to be a rock solid father. You shouldn't have to use some government excuse to keep you from doing what you can for your child if it ain't nothing but taking that child to the park. You feel me? Like, if you're gonna make excuses, I don't know of any excuse that you can use that can keep you away from your child if you love your child that much. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is basically, again, this radio station is not to dog men personally. This is not to dog no man. This is to say, hey, You men that got kids out there and y'all using this child support system for an excuse, wake up, because child support ain't going nowhere. And if it is, you still got a child in your life. You still got kids that are, growing up and they're living in households that are broken already. So if you are not even in that child's life, then what was the purpose of you having sexual relationships with that woman if you knew that was the outcome? You weren't going to be able to man up to your ability. And the thing is, it's all about manning up, because when you have a child, it's not you no more. When you go to McDonald's, you know what I'm saying, and that child is in that back seat, you can't buy yourself a burger without buying your child a burger. When you go get your hair cut, you can't go get your hair cut and you want to look fly for the weekend, but your child is nappy headed. And one thing I hate about a lot of fathers, and I hate to say this, is that the thing is, y'all go get your haircuts and then y'all use y'all clippers and cut all your child's hair off, and the child looks like whatever. And the thing is, by the time the child is 8, 9 years old, by the time the child is 8 or 9 years old, the child can't even get a decent fade because you done messed up the whole alignment of the hair. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I ain't even finna get all into that. But my thing is, again, child support should not be a factor. You know what I'm saying? Do not allow child support. Do not let the government tell you that you have this X amount of dollars to pay your child, because money ain't nothing when it comes to raising a child. You know what I'm saying? If you can't do nothing but take your child to the dollar movies, spend $3. You know what I'm saying? It's $1.50 or whatever. Spend that money. You know what I'm saying? If she's getting $300 or $400 a month, oh well, you're gonna give her that money anyway. If you can't get off child support, do not use that as a rebuttal every time y'all argue, because that's not going nowhere. That child is not going nowhere. So please do yourself a favor and just face the facts that child support, that woman is gonna be in your life for the rest of your life. 18, past 18, it doesn't matter. That 18-year-old is going to come to you for advice, because at 18, that's when they ask the most. You know what I'm saying? At 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, they just asking all kind of questions. It's just questions that you really, you can ask them and they can do it, and bam, it's like that. But at 18, they ask you all kinds of stuff that you had to deal with. So my thing is, basically, if you do not understand the system, the system of fatherhood, you're never going to, your life is going to forever be miserable, because you're allowing this one thing to keep you from raising a child that needs to be raised by his father. So anyway, that was my segment, man. I am Lamar Strait. I ain't going to hold you up. I'm going to keep everything at an 8 minimum or whatever. I might keep it short next time. I'm going to have some people come in next time. So my thing is, fathers, man up. If you're not on the group of Dad Nation, add 5 or 6, 7 people, all right? Because we need to make this a movement. We need to let everybody know that there are great fathers, there are great leaders, there are great men in this world, and they have kids, and they make sure that those kids are well taken care of. Besides the fact that we have something that's slacking a little bit, we are there to help those and say, hey man, do what you do, take care of your kids, tell them. The truth hurts, but the thing is, at the end of the day, the only thing matters is the child. So, again, I am Lamar Strait. This is Dad Nation. Let go. Let's work. Dad.